Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR News Kid. What a messy race, strategy-wise, all over the place. The first half of this race was pretty quiet, but the second half, it was a completely different story. I'll break down the strategy all over the place, how the winner won, and everything, all coming up in a few moments. Before we get to it, I'll remind you to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to all the channel supporters. You guys are the best channel supporters ever. Anyway, let's get to the recap. A very quick recap. I'll try to go through this as quick as I can because a lot happened, as I mentioned. So let's get right into it. Chase Briscoe picked up his 6th pole of the season. Great work as always on Saturday. Wouldn't last long. William Byron would take the lead in turn 1 because Briscoe picked the outside and would take the lead until Brad Keselowski, who started P5, would chase him down and take the lead and go on to win stage number 1. So good job. First playoff point for Brad Keselowski on the season. He would pit in first, and Chase Briscoe's pit crew would get him out first. Briscoe would lead the field back to green, and then it would go until a green flag cycle from lap 140 to 170 until a caution where Shane Van Gisbergen would mess up the whole green flag cycle. The top 15 cars did not pit, and Shane Van Gisbergen, by the way, brought out the caution due to spinning in turn 3 by just getting loose all by himself. And like I said, the top 15 who haven't pitted pit, and after the top 15 pit and all the wave rounds and the free pass and everyone all a lap down, Blaney, who was leading on that long run, would still have the lead, and he would lead the field back to green until another caution just a few laps later, not even like 5 laps later into the green, where Cody Ware, as usual, would spin down the front stretch and bring out the caution on lap 180. That would draw a couple cars down pit road. Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe with Chase Elliott, and others from the back. Ryan Blaney would continue to lead the field back to green until a caution late in stage 2, 7 to go. Ty Dillon spins with contact from Todd Gilliland, and that would also draw many late, pitters before the end of stage 2. William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, and others from the back would pit, and that would leave Brad Keselowski in the lead. He would lead the field back to green and go on to pick up stage 2, his 2nd playoff point of the season, all coming in the same race, those 2 playoff points. So good work. We'll see if he actually can make the playoffs now. But Alex Bowman, after the stage 2, would pit, the only car pitting after stage 2. Brad Keselowski would lead the field back to green until a caution on lap 221. Denny Hamlin spins in turn 4 with no damage. Luckily, held the brake good enough to keep it out of the outside wall, and pretty much saved his day. That would draw more people down pit road: Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Joey Logano, and others from the back of the field. Brad Keselowski would continue to lead the field back to green until another caution on lap 229. Zane Smith spins with contact from Carson Hocevar. Keselowski would actually pit this time with Kyle Busch and a couple others like Cole Custer from the back as well. Blaney would have the lead once again, and he would lead until another caution once again on lap 243 for Eric Jones, spinning with contact from Bubba Wallace, and Chase Briscoe kind of got smushed and then just spun down the front stretch. So that would bring out another caution. That would draw more cars down pit road: Ryan Blaney, Ryan Preece, Ty Gibbs. These drivers could probably make it to the end of the race at this point. Cindric would lead the field back to green. He would be the leader at that point. He'd lead until another caution on lap 253. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick would spin in turn 2 with some contact from Chase Briscoe. He admitted it was 100% his fault and spun both of them out and made them go to the back of the field. But mistakes for Chase Briscoe, still kind of learning, and he was battling a bad car there as well. Chastain, Larson, Austin Dillon, and others would pit, and Cindric would lead the field back to green once again. until another caution on lap 263. Geesh, we've had a caution on 243, 253, 263. Shane Van Gisbergen spinning on the front stretch. And Cindric Larson and others would pit. Chase Elliott, who cannot make it to the end of the race, would lead the field to green until a caution with 80 to go. Ty Dillon spinning once again on the front stretch, and that would draw Chase Elliott lead the field back to green. He's not coming down pit road yet until 69 to go, where a side window would fall out of Todd Gilliland's car. Debris cautions are coming back again, and that would draw Chase Elliott and Josh Berry down pit road, who can't make it to the end of the race. That would cycle everything to the drivers who can make it to the end: William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Nemechek, Keselowski, all those other drivers, and they would go and race for it. Byron would lead the field to green, make a run for it, as Briscoe and Keselowski started like 5th on back. They were working their way up through the field while Byron was running away, and Briscoe started running Byron down as he got to 2nd, but his car stalled out, and the car's just stalling out all day in Iowa was a very, very common thing to see. And NASCAR definitely needs to figure that out. But Chase Briscoe, he did not have the speed. I mean, his car just stalled out once he got to Byron, and he was falling back, his car wearing. And Keselowski thought he could come in. Nope, when he caught Briscoe, he stalled out as well. And then Ryan Blaney coming in the closing laps, he looked like he was gaining half a second every lap, because he appeared out of nowhere, it seemed, with a fast car, new tires, good equipment, the best fuel of everyone. Byron was once again still saving, pitted all the way back on like lap 210 or something in this race with 350 laps. And Blaney we thought maybe he could get to Byron, but no, he did not have the time. And William Byron saved enough fuel and made it to the end, and still had extra fuel for a burnout. So William Byron picks up the win. Let's go through the finishing results. William Byron finishes 1st. Good day for him. His 2nd win on the season. His last win was the Daytona 500, all the way back in February. So good race, good rebound for him after like 27th finishes or worse in like the last 5 races or something. So William Byron, good rebound. 2nd for Briscoe, 2nd for 3 of the last 4 races, which is incredible. Though he would have wanted that win. 3rd for Keselowski, who needs to win to make the playoffs, or he needs to do extra good in these last 3 races to make it, and had some good speed. Won stage 1, stage 2, just did not have winning speed to contend after his car was falling off as well, like Briscoe's, and stalling out. Ryan Blaney in 4th was coming up late, but just did not have the pace to run down Byron. Did not have the time, really, to run down Byron. 5th for Ryan Preece, really good job. He also had, I guess, the best fuel besides Ryan Blaney in the top 5, but just could not make a run for it. 6th for Bubba Wallace. This is probably the biggest comeback of the day. Remember that crash where he got, I guess he was on the outside and Jones in the middle, Briscoe on the inside. He got smushed in the outside wall. That was where Jones spun on the front stretch. He had damage. They came down pit road, were making repairs, went a lap down. I mean, I thought he got like the free pass twice today and came back for 6th place. Great comeback by that 23 car. 7th for Alex Bowman, a solid day. 8th for Carson Hocevar, who was pretty much in the top 5, top 10 all day. 9th for Joey Logano, who was my 436 pick, was pretty much 15th to 25th all day until the end, where it all, I guess, got crazy, and he came back for 9th. 10th for Austin Dillon, really decent day, was probably one of the best cars in practice with Kyle Busch, besides Kyle Busch spinning in practice, but probably one of the best cars in practice. 11th for Chastain, solid day for him. 12th for Cindric, who led laps, was up in the top 5 the first half of the race, I guess I'd say so. It's a solid day by him. 13th for Barry and 14th for Elliott, who had to pit with 69 laps to go. Came back for a top 15 for both of them, so good job by them. 15th for John Hunter Nemechek. Solid day. Was one of the cars that could make it to the end, but fell off drastically in those final laps. 17th for Bell. Some notables here. Got spun. Solid finish after spinning. 19th, Reddick also spun. Solid finish for him. 20th for Kyle Busch. Had a couple issues. Strategy did not work out their way. Was one of the fastest cars in practice until he spun and crashed and had to go to a backup car. Started 37th. 20th is not all that bad if you think about it. 21st for Ty Gibbs. Solid effort by him. 24th for Hamlin, who spun. Save what could have been a wrecked race car. So good job by them. 28th for Kyle Larson. Just a horrible day. Just scrap this race. He was mad at the radio, mad at his teammates, and strategy was not going their way. So Kyle Larson, once again, back on the summer slump. It continues once again after a good week last week in Indianapolis. Once again, back on the summer slump. And 31st for SVG, who spun twice this race. 31st is not bad if you think about 37 cars total. So just wanted to include that in there. But anyway, my final thoughts. It was hard to pass. NASCAR needs to change something. And they probably won't, because fans have been angry at them for like the past year now, because the next gen car does not race as good on the short tracks. A high speed short track like Iowa, it does not race the same as like a Martinsville, Bristol. So they need to change something. They need to bring back the option tires at least. It made things interesting. But yeah, and also, the hard to pass, it just shows. The first stage, it was a 40, I thought they said like 45 lap battle in the first stage for the stage win. That is insane. That it should not take that long. 40 laps for Keselowski to pass William Byron. And he was side by side trying to make runs and just stalled out behind him. And Briscoe even said in his interview when he was leading in the beginning parts of the race, catching lap traffic, or when he got the lead again, not in the beginning because he lost it in the beginning, but when he was leading in the later parts of the race, when he caught lap traffic, he just stalled out. So NASCAR needs to do something, fix the car, and change something about that. But yeah, it was really hard to pass, was the main highlight of the day. Anyway, 36-4-36, me and my brother's challenge. I gained 5 points on my brother today. 28 points with Joey Logano, and my brother got 23 with Kyle Busch, so I gained 5 points. Final standings as of now, with 3 races to go until the playoffs. I have 512 points in second, and my brother has 592 points in first, so I am 80 points behind him. I need to gain 80 points by the end of the season, and we're over halfway. And like 13 races to go, I need to do something to gain on him. And I think I have a couple good plans. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, the weekly video, the NASCAR review and analysis as we always release. And until next time, I'll see you before Watkins Glen, the next race. It's a road course. And go check out our 36-4-36 preview. We'll release later in the week. And until next time, see you before Watkins Glen.